Hi, I'm AJ Hogue, one of the teachers for Learn Real English. And I guess this is my introduction. I'm going to talk about myself so you can know me a little better. So let me tell you my story and how I began with Learn Real English. I have been teaching English almost 11 years now, so quite a long time. I started teaching the first time in Korea, in Seoul, Korea, teaching little children, little small children. And one of the cool things about teaching little children was that I saw how fast they learned. They learned so fast. My class, they were little children, little kindergarten children, so 4 or 5 years old. When I got them, when I started teaching them, they knew zero English, nothing. They didn't know any English. Also, I had no experience. I had never taught English before. I didn't learn how to do it in school at that point. So I didn't know what I was doing. So what did I do? I played songs, I played games, and I talked to them a lot with, you know, kind of real conversations. Just chatting and doing our best, drawing pictures, trying to communicate. Well, after 3 months, only 3 months, all of my children spoke only English in my class. That's right, my class was English only after just 3 months with my little children. It was amazing, and I thought, this is fantastic. I'm sure this is just so easy. It's a miracle. I can be a great English teacher, no problem. But later, in fact, all my other jobs teaching English after that were teaching adults. I was always teaching adults after that. And I learned that adults don't learn that easily, usually. Now, you know, I taught in Thailand. I taught university students. I taught at a place called Thammasat University in Thailand. And I taught in Japan. I taught at Hiroda University and a few other places in Japan. And then I taught in the United States. I taught immigrants, you know, so mostly people from Mexico and South America, in Georgia in the United States. And I taught here in San Francisco as well at a school. And what I found was that adults had a lot more trouble learning English. Now, I started thinking, okay, so surely maybe this is because something's wrong with adults, right? They have something wrong with their brain. They become 17 or 19 years old and something happens and their brain is broken and now they can't learn. And I found out that's wrong too. It's not true. The difference is how they learn. Children learn in a much different way than adults do. Another thing I found when I was teaching, especially when I was teaching in San Francisco, was that we would get a lot of students from other countries at our school. And these students sometimes were very advanced. They thought they were advanced. They had very good test scores. Some of them, even like their TOEFL or TOEIC or IELTS tests, were very high. But something always happened with these people. They'd come to San Francisco and they felt really good. I am an advanced English student. I have great test scores. I know a lot of grammar and I know a lot of vocabulary. And then their first week, they would go out into the city in San Francisco. They'd go to a bus stop and some American would sit next to them and they start talking to them. And the students could not understand. They had no idea what this person was saying. And they'd go to a restaurant. They could not understand the waiter or the waitress. They would go to a party with Americans. They could not understand the people at the party. And then, wow, they would get so upset. They really got upset. You know, they come back to the school and they say, something's wrong. I can't understand anybody. Right? They say, I'm an advanced English student, but I can't understand nothing. And really like emotional, very upset. Oh my God, I don't know. I wanted to help them. But first, I didn't realize what was wrong. So I thought about it a lot. What's wrong? What's happening? Why can't they understand? They have good test scores, but they don't understand anything. And then, of course, eventually, I realized, well, they learn textbook English, right? Textbook English is very formal English. It's the kind of English we use in university. It's the kind of English you see on the news, like CNN or the BBC. This is the BBC. Very formal. Well, guess what? Real people on the street, at parties, in regular business meetings, they don't speak that way. They don't speak like TV announcers. They don't talk like the news. They don't talk like university teachers and professors. They're very casual. They use a very relaxed, casual, everyday kind of English. And we call this, Kristen, Joe, and I, we call this real English. This is the real English we use every day. When I talk to Kristen on the phone, I use real English. When I talk to Joe at dinner or at lunch, I use real English. He uses real English. When I talk to my mom or my sister or my friends, or when I talk to a person on the street, I'm using real English. Casual, relaxed English. And it's very different. It's different vocabulary. And of course, there's a lot of idioms and slang. It's a totally different kind of language. The problem is, textbooks do not teach real English. CD programs, they don't teach it. English schools, they don't teach real English. So we realized this is a problem. Nobody teaches real English. And that's when we got together and we got this idea. Let's have real conversations. We can call each other on the phone and record the conversations. And no acting, no reading, right? Really almost no planning. We're just going to call each other and we're going to talk, chat normally with real, relaxed, casual English. And we did it, and we recorded it. And then we talked to some of our family members. Kristen called her mom, and Joe called his friends, and we recorded these. And I was a little surprised. After we recorded them, we listened to them, and someone typed them, the text. And I was very surprised because, wow, there's a lot of slang, a lot of idioms. I was surprised how much. And I realized this is why most students can't understand real English. Because real English has a lot of slang, a lot of idioms. So then we realized just recording the conversations was not enough because students could not understand, even with the text, too difficult. So then we decided let's use the effortless English system and we'll make lessons so everybody can understand all of these real conversations, and that's what we did! And that's the Learn Real English story. I guess that's my Learn Real English story. So that's about it. In these conversations, you're going to learn real stuff. It's just relaxed conversations. We talk about what we like to do and our normal stuff. I like to scuba dive, for example. We all love to travel. Love to travel. I've lived in several countries. I lived in Korea, as you know. And I lived in Thailand for 2 years. And I love Thailand. I love it. And every year I return to Thailand with my wife, Tomoe. Tomoe is Japanese, from Osaka. So almost every year we also go to Japan, and we visit Japan a lot. So I travel in Asia a lot, but we're also now trying to go to Central and South America more, and maybe to Europe as well. So I just love traveling. That's why I became an English teacher. My first job, I just wanted to live in another country. And I found that I could get a job teaching English, so I said, hey, why not? I'll do it. I don't know what I'm doing. And I loved it, and it was really fun. So later I went to school and I learned how to be good. But in the beginning, I just wanted to travel and meet people in different countries. And probably you're the same. That's why people learn English. One of the big reasons. They want to travel. They want to meet people from other countries. They want to learn from people in other countries. Right now, English is the #1 international language. So it's great to learn English. I'm lucky because it's my natural language, my native language. So lucky for me. But a lot of people, it's not, and they need to study it. So that's what we're trying to do, help you. Because we want to meet you. We want you to have friends in many countries. We want you to be able to travel. Maybe for your job, to do business with people in other countries. I mean, that's the fun part of language. This real communication, real friendship, real connections, right? Not all that, bullshit, grammar and textbook. That's bullshit. I hope you know what bullshit means. Bullshit means just something that's bad, stupid. I don't like that stuff. It doesn't help you. It's not useful. It's not helpful. Forget that. Learn real English. Connect with real people. Make real friends. Do real business. That's what this is about. And that's what we are here to do. And that's why we want to help you with real English. All right, so great. So that's me. I'm AJ again. And, we'll see you again in more videos. Enjoy our website. Bye-bye.